YouTubers, and welcome to this week's pickups video. This week's pickups video will be earlier. Why? Because I had a really huge pickups, and Sunday I'm not going to be able to upload pickups, or Saturday because Sunday I will be going to a event and it's going to end late. By the time I get home, it's way too late. And then Saturday also, right after work again, I got a few other things I gotta do, and then it's gonna be way too late. So I just couldn't postpone this week's pickups to next week. I had to put it, because it's that big. So I decided to postpone this week's FTG podcast and replace it with Thursday's pickups. Sunday's pickups will be on Thursday. Also, before we continue, if any of you have not yet checked out, I started a second channel, Fine Trade TCG is no longer, and replaced with Over the Top Rope Wrestling channel. Me and my buddy Josh Evoy. I'll have the links in the description below for anybody who have not yet checked out Over the Top Rope. Check it out, subscribe, like, review if you're into wrestling. Links will be in the description below for Over the Top Rope. Enough plugs and enough info. Let's get on to this week's pickups. This week we got large pickups. We're going to start from this side, move our way. We got everything. Everything is back. We're going to pass a little bit. We've been missing out on maybe music, maybe movie, maybe toy, maybe game. But this week we have everything. We're going to start off with the music. That's right. I got these. I bought some CDs and live DVDs. They gave me these CD holders for free. Yeah, I need a CD holder. If you see back, 2 CD holders to be exact. Back here, all my CDs. I can finally organize them in these beauty of CD holders. Well, let's see how many CDs I can hold. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 13 times 2 is 26. 26 times dos is 42. So I can put 42 CDs in. I have probably like 50, 60 CDs. So give or take a few will still sit there, and then I get a third one of these. It should be good. Now onto the actual. Well, let's move these down. There, off the table. Actual music content. We have here CDs and vinyls and live DVDs. We're going to start off with the CDs. All rap. Everything is rap we have. We're going to go double Will Smith. We have Will Smith Millennium and Will Smith Big Willie Style. Yes, I'm one of those few who still like Will Smith rapping. And yes, on my iPod I have both the Fresh Prince and DJ Jazzy and Will Smith. I listen to Will Smith. I love Will Smith. He's a great actor, but better yet, a better rapper. We got here Ja Rule. Pain is Love. Ja Rule's Pain is Love. Yes, back in the days around 2002 to 2008, yeah, I'm sorry, Ja Rule. I didn't listen to him because of the whole 50 Cent G-Unit beef. If you weren't with 50 Cent or G-Unit, you weren't cool. The other kids and other people, the other kids would beat you up and stuff. But I really do love 50 Cent. Don't get me wrong, 50 Cent and G-Unit, amazing. 50 Cent is an amazing rapper. He's also got an amazing group. But I love Ja Rule as well, and I kind of apologize for not giving him a chance. After many years later, around probably like 2010, 2010, when the beef was dead, like beyond dead, I was like, let me listen to him. Man, I wish I gave him a chance earlier. I know he's a good rapper, but I wish I gave him a chance earlier. Screw the 50 Cent Ja Rule beef. Ja Rule is just as good as 50 Cent and G-Unit. And we got here, we're going old school here. Some not so big name if you're not into the underground scene. More like underground rappers. We have here two groups. Group number one, we have Cypress Hill 3, Temples of the Boom. I really like Cypress Hill. Cypress Hill is my favorite underground rap group. And then we have here Insane Clown Posse. What is the album? Insane Clown Posse, The Amazing Jackal Brothers. I also love the Insane Clown Posse. I remember back in the days, around 2009 to 2012, I was really into horrorcore and horror rap. And I still love Insane Clown Posse. And I loved how they made a mashup with Slipknot. Please, do it again. That was really good. And then, we move on to our live DVDs. One group, one metal band. My favorite band of all time. My guitar styles that I'm practicing and inspired from one of the lead guitarists of this band. Lead guitarist known as Adrian Smith. If anybody knows who Adrian Smith is, you know the band I'm talking about. Some of my favorite metal songs, rock songs, come off from these artists, like Transylvania, Flight of Icarus, Mother Russia, The Trooper, Fear of the Dark. Who am I talking about? Iron Maiden. We got Dos, Double. We have here Rock in Rio. Great show. And then we have here Visions of the Beast. One of their biggest shows they've ever put on. And what's great, look at that slip cover. If you see that, that's a slip cover. Which is great that the slip cover is there. Now, we move on to vinyl records. You gotta know I love collecting vinyl records just as much as I love collecting my CDs. We got here, start off, one of my top 5 favorite bands, Iron Maiden being number 1, but this is in my top 5 favorite rock bands, and that is AC/DC, Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap. I already have Highway to Hell. The only album I'm missing in my collection is Back in Black, and I have every AC/DC album I want. And then we move on to a different genre. We go to pop. This artist here, I'm planning to have a complete vinyl collection. Every single vinyl ever released by this artist. LP, EP, single 12-inch, 7-inch, whatever he's released, both as a single artist and as a group. I want complete vinyl collection from this artist. Jackson 5's and Michael Jackson's. And that is, yes, that's right, Michael Jackson's 12-inch single, Wanna Be Starting Something CBS recording. This is a pretty rare album. May not be valuable. It's around like the $10, $15 price. It's not that valuable. But, I'm sorry, I had the French side. And don't look at that price. That's the original price sticker from way back in the day. But this is rare because this is a song he made while he sang while at the CBS radio. Back in the day, CBS used to have radio. They used to bring musical guests. They interview them, and then at the end of the interview, they would sing one song, and they'd record it and put it on the a 12-inch single. And there it is, one step closer to a complete Michael Jackson vinyl collection. Now, let's move on to DVDs. We got 2 DVDs this week. Two. One TV series 1, a hidden gem. You should check this out. And an underrated movie. But we'll start off with a TV series. We have Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 1. Yes, I'm a huge Buffy fan. Inside my storage room, because I don't have room to hang up yet, I have a giant wooden picture. It's like this big, this tall. just Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I don't have room to hang it, but I hope. Here, let's hope. It has every disc in here. Now, I can't flip it over because disc 3, it's... Oh, here, I'll just... Here. Here's disc 3. But you see, over here, it's kind of cracked, the center. But that's okay. I got it for really dirt cheap. So I didn't care about the crack. If it was $1 more than what I paid, then I wouldn't pick it up for the crack. But because I got it for dirt cheap, I didn't care about that little crack on... Oh! I almost knocked over my records. Let's put them on the... Ugh. Fuck it. Put these on the floor. They're about to fall. Now, second movie, like I said, mentioned earlier, hidden gem, underrated, must watch. So what if it's cheesy? It's still a great movie. And that is Howard the Duck Special Edition DVD. Yes, Howard the Duck. I recommend anybody who has not yet seen this movie, go see it. I picked this up alongside, well, the stack of comics I picked up. This came with it because, well, the guy I bought these, he found these comics in his back room, and he found this inside his comic box as well. So, must watch. Check it out. Seriously, great movie. Then we move on to comics. Like I mentioned earlier, we got comic books. I got a good deal on all these. Like, if you haven't seen one of my pickups that I've picked up comics, I mentioned that I'm getting back into collecting comics. I sold my collection to buy video games and to, well, not for my personal collection, to buy video games for my shop, to open up my shop, because I needed the money, and I had at least about... And this is only consisting of one long box with no heavy hitters. No heavy hitters. About $1,500 worth of comic books I had. Plus another $2,000 worth of comic books that I already took to my shop to get rid of. Because I was trying to open up a video game store, so I took that there, got rid of it all, and got video game. Now I'm starting to collect the comics again because I got the extra cash. And the store is doing A-okay. So, let's go on with the comics. We got the Invincible Iron Man. We got Invincible Iron Man number 161. We have the all-new Iron Man 173. These are all in Fair Plus condition. We have here the Defenders number 110. We have X-Men and the Micronauts number 1, and then behind it we have Marvel Age number 9, and then we have here the Amazing Spider-Man number 600. I'm not a huge Spider-Man fan, never have been, but I love the Spider-Man 600, 200, 500, and 100. Those issues I love. Also, the first appearance of the Punisher and the Hobgoblin. Those are the only Spider-Man issues I like. Not for Spider-Man, but for how key the issues are. And we have here newer, like a late 90s Micronauts. That was in there. And then the best one for last. It's not the best in value, but the best in, well, old-wise. We have Captain Atom from Modern Comics, before Captain Atom became a DC property. For anybody that doesn't know, this is a reissuing of the original 1950s. Now we move on to the games. Yes, the best thing you've all been waiting for. I managed to buy someone's entire video game collection. Not a big collection. If anybody had not yet seen, on my Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, I posted up the pics. Not a big collection, but a lot of heavy hitters is what the man was going for. He had to sell it due to being forced to sell his collection due to money constraints and complaints from the wifey. But I understand when you're not financially stable and you're spending lots of money, the wife is gonna get upset and you are gonna end up selling it, and it's gonna go to me. Yes. But before we go into that, last week I went into a Value Village because I'm like, when I drive by a Value Village, I don't buy from there much because their prices are ridiculously stupid. But I just walk in to laugh at their price and see maybe they made an error, like a mistake. Because maybe one of the old guys priced it, or somebody doesn't know games priced it, but without the manager. Because managers normally tell you the price. But I found this the most expensive and rarest of the Eidos Triangle box set for PC. And I got it for stupidly low. Anybody knows it goes for around $70 to $90. And I picked it up for only $10. Complete. That is Final Fantasy VII. I'm trying to go for a complete Eidos Triangle box set. The only thing I'm missing is I'm missing the Tomb Raider games. I have Tomb Raider 2, but I don't have 1, 3, and then there was a few side games for it. I'm missing those, and then I have all the Eidos Triangle box set. Pretty good find. Now, we go on to the collection I purchased. Let's start off with the Nintendo accessories. The man sold his Nintendo 64 games a long time ago, and then while cleaning up his basement, the same house that it was in, what was it, like 10, 15 years ago, still living in that same exact house, because he found these in a random box beside the box that he was going to grab to put all his games in. These are Nintendo 64 Transfer Pack, Nintendo 64 Memory Card, and Nintendo 64 Rumble Pack. He said he got rid of all his games. Oh, and by the way, he gave me batteries. Bless the man that gave me free batteries. But, yeah, he sold all of his games. Nothing crazy, just the 2 Zelda games. He said one Donkey Kong and Mario Kart and Mario 64. That's all he had. Got bored of it, sold it. Didn't realize that these were there, too. And I don't know why he had this. He bought this thinking it would work. No. Now, we go on to the newer generation accessory. Multi-accessory. Fight stick for Soul Calibur 2. It's not the Namco fight stick or the Hyperkin. It's not the expensive one. It's the cheaper one, but it's the better one, in my opinion. Not stick-wise, but let's just say you want to play on GameCube. Go ahead. Then your buddy says, "Hey, I want to play it on the PS2." Go ahead. You want to play on the Xbox? Go ahead, because all 3 had different exclusive characters, so you can play all 3 exclusive characters on this fight stick. Look at that. You have all 3. So you can play Link, you can play Spawn, and you can play the old man. I forgot his name. Old man, white hair. But yeah, this is a good fight stick. Not the best for arcade-wise feeling, but it is great because it goes between 3 platforms. He bought this for the original Xbox, was looking for the GameCube. He started GameCube a little late, so he didn't have time to pick it up, but he was planning. The reason he picked this out because he was planning to get for the GameCube, and that's why he got this. But hey, this is pretty good. I'm probably going to, before taking this to my shop, I'm probably going to hook this up and play some Soul Calibur 2 myself on my PS2. Now, we go to handhelds. He had a small assortment of handhelds because he wasn't really crazy into it. He just got into the handheld about a year ago and then went back to his focus on it. We have here a DS game, Kirby's Super Squad, or what I can't read, Kirby. We have advanced games. We have 007 Nightfire. We have Super Mario Brothers 3, and then we have 2, and counting 2, Pokemon games. If anybody knows, Pokemon games are really hot right now. We got Pokemon Yellow and Pokemon Leaf Green. These are the last 2 Game Boy games he bought because he thought why not get into it, but stopped. And then he has 1 random Super Nintendo game. He's like, alongside with these Nintendo 64 accessories, this was also in that random box because he sold all his Super Nintendo games as well back in the day. For some reason, this was still there. X-Men Mutant Apocalypse. Yeah. Of all the random games, there was X-Men Mutant Apocalypse. That's kind of random, but hey. More for me. Now we go to PS2. He had some PS2 games. On one PC game here, he had Battlefield Deluxe 2. Because he used to play, he said he played a lot of the Battlefield when it came out, and he stopped playing it now. When we go to PS2, these are actually games that he bought when the PS2 was hot, before he completely stopped on the PS2. We have here Spider-Man. We have Time Splitters 2. ATV Off-Road Fury 1. We have Twisted Metal Black. SmackDown Just Bring It. 007 Agent Under Fire. Guitar Hero. I might not have this one, so this one may go into my personal collection because I like Guitar Hero games. And Grand Theft Auto 3. Now, the games you've all been waiting for. The big part of his collection. The multi-heavy hitter. The big stack of his collection. We're going to go from weakest to the best. Well, we'll start off with the weakest right here. We have 007 Agent Under Fire. 007 Nightfire. Looks like he loved his 007 games because he has them on Game Boy Advance, PS2, and GameCube. And then we have 3 sports titles. Well, 2 sports titles actually. I enjoy, if I'm gonna find sports titles, I'd rather find them on the GameCube than the PS2 or Xbox. The GameCube version slightly more valuable and more collectors for the GameCube version. We have here Madden 2003 and NHL 2005. Keep this going. More piles. We have Piglet's Big Game. Mario Golf Toads Tour. Super Mario Strikers. And 2 Zelda games. We have here Zelda, The Legend of Zelda, Wind Waker, and The Legend of Zelda 4 Swords Big Box with the original link cable that it came with. Because sometimes when you find these with the box, they'll shove in like a random link cable or something. This came with the original first-party Indigo link cable, which came with the Indigo system, the Indigo GameCube. Well, this has it in here. It's complete. If anyone doesn't believe me, here. There it is. The original one that came for it. Pretty uncommon to find that in here, and the big box itself. Keep this going. Yeah. Metal Gear Solid, The Twin Snakes. The rarest of the Metal Gear Solid game, and the more sought after version. Yeah. Tales of Symphonia. All the Tales games are going up in price, so always good to have Tales games. Both the PS1, PS2, PS3, PSP, PlayStation Vita, Wii, and GameCube. All of them are starting to become a little bit harder to find, and they're going up in price. So it's always good to have these if you find them cheap. We got Star Fox Assault, the more sought after Star Fox game. And then this, pretty uncommon to find this. Well, the game itself, no, but the version I found. Mario Kart Double Dash Special Edition. It's pretty common to find the Mario Kart game, the sleeve, the case, the manuals. Very common. The price is a little up there, but what makes the value and what makes it rare? The bonus disc. Yep, the bonus disc is in there, and only available in the special edition version. Not the manual, but the special offers. They had a offers in the other version, but it wasn't this. It wasn't the Mario Kart one, and the Register Now. Also, the other version had this, but not the Mario Kart version. Only the special edition has the Register Now with the Mario Kart on it, and the special offers with the Mario Kart on it. That's what makes this rare. And the fact that those papers are still in there, that's pretty good. And then we got the best. 1, 2, 3, 4. The best 4 in this pile. 2 of them are not the best, but because it goes with the stack of 3. We'll go first in the best pile. We have Skies of Arcadia, Legends. And we have, that is one of the rarest, one of the top 10 rarest GameCube games. It was pretty crazy that he had this. And we have Resident Evil 2, the more valuable and more sought after version, and it's only going up in price. We have Resident Evil 3, the more sought after version again. At one point this was going up in price, and then it drop because recently a lot have been circulating around eBay, Amazon, and a lot of stores. But it's still the more sought after version. And then we have the rarest of the Resident Evil games. The most expensive of the box sets for Resident Evil. And that is the Resident Evil Pure Evil. Here's one thing. A lot of people don't know about the Pure Evil games. They think, oh, Resident Evil, cool. But here's where a lot of people make mistakes. They have to be the player's choice, because that's how the player's choice version was released for Zero and Resident Evil. These two alone, no more than 15 a pop, because they're player's choice. This is what makes the value. This little box here. Because a lot of people that bought these, back in the days, they are like, oh cool, 2 games in 1. Buy, throw out, I got Space Saver. That's what you need to find out. If you see the Pure Evil 2-pack, always know it has to have the player's choice games in there. Really great that this was in the collection. Well, there's this week's pickups. You saw all my CDs, vinyls, comics, personal PC game, and you saw this really good collection I bought on someone's collection, which they gave up, well, forcefully had to sell early on in collecting days. What do you think of this week's pickups? Was it great? Did you like it? Some games in here you enjoyed? I'm pretty sure there are a lot of you out there. Any GameCube collectors out there love to stumble across collections like this? Anybody love arcade sticks? Love to play on this version of the arcade stick, or do they like the Hori Namco version? Let me know in the comment section below which version of the Soul Calibur 2 arcade sticks you like. And now, as always, enjoy life and keep on collecting!